Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Kassy, your intuitive guide. We are going to look into what's about to change for you with your pick a card reading today. We have a full moon in Scorpio for all of us. So transformation and secrets revealed are all around us at the moment. So let's dive in. We've got group 1, group 2 and group 3. I'll pop these here for you and you can pause as long as you need to choose which one resonates most strongly with you. So I have complete commitment with the Mermaid of Immersion. And we have Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader for group 2. And the third one is the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, playing the past, negative nostalgia, number 36. So that's group 3. All right, so like I mentioned, spend as much time as you need here. Pause the video or skip forward to your reading. Go at your own pace and I will see you at your reading. Hi there, group 1. Here's your significator card. Just another little quick look here at this gorgeous little creature. Complete commitment with 44 is on that card. I'm going to pop that over there for you. I'll just grab your oracle cards before I even start to interpret your reading for you. There is the element of needing to fully immerse into a commitment. If you haven't already done so, then it feels to me like you're being urged to find something to commit to and really give that everything that you want to, all the time and energy that you feel like you need to. You're being called to do that for some form of transformation, I would say. If you have already started a commitment, I would say that's about continuing on the path that you're currently on, but to confirm that, I'll just get some more cards for you and I won't keep talking until I've got all your oracle cards down. Okay, and I think I'll grab one of these ones today for you. Okay, all right. So what is about to change for you? Let's turn over your cards. We have resilience. There's no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and the patience to handle what is happening. That's very good. Stag spirit, take the lead. Okay. Strategy, number 21. Okay. And karmic justice. All right, so it's looking like something that you've been working on for a long time, or something that you have been committed to already for some time, is building momentum towards a change. I'm feeling a little bit of nervousness or resistance to this complete immersion. I feel like you're worried about spending too much time with something or putting too much in if you're not sure what the result will be. But they're reassuring you that you definitely have enough resilience to keep going and you will have enough conviction and energy to stay the course until you see the change. It is definitely going to change. Something is changing. So perhaps if you've committed to something where you currently are now, through that commitment is going to be improved. There's definitely an improvement on the horizon. Taking your time and being practical and strategic is super important for you right now. With this key in the lock, I would just say you don't have to be overly talkative about what you're doing. You can do some things on your own, in your own mind. I think some things are personal and some things are private, and it's okay for you to not talk about everything that you are trying to create with everyone. You've definitely got the determination and the patience for this transformation to happen, but there is a deep commitment required. So I'm feeling a little bit of resistance to it. So there could be an element of sacrifice involved in what you're committing yourself to here. But with the stag spirits, take the lead. This and the strategy, this is about you having a strategy about how much you want to give to it, your expectations, being really clear on your expectations, how, like your behavior, your expectations on behavior or outcome, for you to get clear on that. And the taking a lead here is not really Emperor energy. We've got this beautiful stag spirit here, but it's adorned with creativity and feathers and beauty, natural beauty. So this feels grounded to me, but also very, very receptive. So this is a little bit of, I think, as you enter into your commitment or deepen your commitment to something, I think you are going to watch and listen and readjust your approach accordingly. And I think this is an evolving process for you. Some guidance on how to work your way through this process. We have here elements of nature. So we have water, 2 watery cards here. We have flowers, we have feathers, which is birds. We have a lot of nature inspired energy that has entered your reading. So I would say it's probably very good for you to just connect to nature or enter into the silence of nature, because it's in those places of quiet that you can really receive information about yourself. You have thoughts that you wouldn't normally have if you're surrounded by the distractions of the day-to-day busyness. And in those thoughts and revelations, you are learning things about yourself all the time. If you're somebody who generally doesn't spend a lot of time on your own, I really advise that for this particular period. I think you will learn a lot about yourself. There's something about your thoughts and revelations about yourself. There are aha moments, and I see you really bringing those into your day-to-day living. Whether or not you use symbol to do that, so if it is the peacefulness you find in gardens, you might make a decision to have flowers on your bench each day to remind you of the peacefulness that you are trying to achieve. This is a long-term connection that I'm looking at here, or a long-term commitment that I'm looking at here. So it could be a commitment to yourself, a commitment to someone else, as I was saying, a commitment to a role that you're taking on at work, a commitment to a career, a commitment to study. So it's not a quick fix situation. I do see a lot of learning, and I really advise you to be strategic around where you put your resources, your energy, and your, not just your finances, but your thoughts, your behaviors, everything, all of your resources that you have. Just be really strategic about where you place those and what you share them with. The karmic justice here means, as for all of us during this time, we're learning about ourselves, and we're learning about others, and we're learning about how we are in relationship to others and also to ourselves. The karmic justice element here means that something very right is happening for you, something that is going to balance out potentially an injustice that has happened previously, or there is a repaying system I'm feeling going on here. So either in a previous life or in this life previously with someone else, you have given and you are going to receive. I'm not sure, I don't really feel like it's you giving to someone else, although it could look like that in part. But mostly I feel like you will be receiving exactly what you were meant to receive in this lifetime through this transformation. This is like deep transformative energy that I am tapping into here for you. So I'm encouraging you to actually go deep within your psyche as well. Tap in and really feel what's calling you. Where is it that you really are headed? What do you think your soul's purpose is? Why do you feel like you want to be committed here? What's calling you to this commitment? There's definitely a change that is going to happen because of this commitment, and it's going to be very, very good for you. But you will need to take the lead. And that feminine energy with the lead means receptivity. So that is where you listen and you adjust. or you watch and receive the information and then you adjust accordingly. This is almost going to be like your superpower. It's not a hard slog, it's not a hard push, it's receptive, it's quiet, and it's adaptive. Let's get some tarot cards and see actually what's going on here for you. I want to see if there are any hidden truths that are going to be revealed. I know that there are, but I'm just not sure if we're going to know, we'll be able to know or not. They will be revealed in your quiet moments when you are by yourself, in nature, or just of a nighttime. Into the silence of nature keeps coming up for me. Okay, so there's definitely some hidden truths that will be revealed, and these truths are like little pearls of wisdom that you will take forward in your life, and you're going to use them, and they will be to your benefit, and you'll be very grateful for them. And it feels light and easy. Okay, so it's unfolding. It's not something that you have to go digging for. It's not a lot of effort involved in this process. All right, so don't worry. Let me just see with these 5 cards if we can get enough information from these 5 for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups, integrity and stability. I'm just going to pop this over here for you to see, just so we can still see it a little bit. Maybe like this. Okay. So we have fortitude, vitality and courage. The Temperance card with moderation and equilibrium. The Lovers card, alignment and harmony. The Three of Swords, upheaval and release. And the World card, achievement and fulfillment. All right, I am feeling like this has something to do with a significant connection with a partner here. With the King of Cups, I'm feeling a strong love energy, and of course then we have the Lovers card here with the 2 figures holding hands. Now for some of you, I'm going to say you're already in this connection, and others it's yet to come, right? I don't think that changes the way I'm going to articulate your message, because it's pretty straightforward. There has historically been a big disappointment. Okay, this can be a betrayal of kind or just a deep-seated disappointment. I don't feel like it's grief necessarily. I feel more like a betrayal energy. And this is in the past. And I want you to know that I am feeling acknowledgement here that you have been through a very difficult time, and it's okay for you to release that now. There was some karmic ties involved with this connection, and it's okay for you to absolutely release that now. I know that you didn't see that coming, and you're probably trying to plot against that happening again, or keeping yourself safe against that happening again. And I would say that that is not necessary in this current connection, or the one that you're moving into, this new connection. If it's a current connection where you have been disappointed, that's in the past. What I'm talking about is from today going forward, that expending your energy on trying to keep yourself safe from being hurt again is a waste of your resources. That's why this strategy card came up for you in your top line. This is about having a practical approach towards how much you choose to give and building the life that you want. You've got loads of courage here. I know you've been really strong in the past, and you will continue to be strong, and your courage stays with you all the days of your life. I am not feeling like your vitality is in trouble at all. So I feel like you've got the wings of heaven almost wrapped around you there, and you are on the right path. If you've been through some difficulty with this person that you're currently with, with this connection, then it's telling me that you have the resilience to endure this and deepen your connection despite the difficulties and the challenges that have happened in the past. If this is a new connection that is about to change for you, that you have not met this person before, or perhaps you know them and you have not been in a relationship with this person, but perhaps that's the change, then this disappointment here is talking about a previous relationship. Either way, for group 1, this is asking you to leave the past in the past and to move forward. There is a deep transformative energy here from past energy to current energy. Your current energy holds karmic justice and the World card, which is achievement and fulfillment. That is everything fully integrated, beauty, mastery, working together, thriving. This is a beautiful card. It's also the card of having a karmic cycle completely finished, closed, finished. So last month was the ending of karmic cycles for all of us collectively. And I would say for you, group 1, one of those cycles for you that has closed out and finished was this connection that you had before, or the circumstances that you experienced in a connection before. That has finished out now, so it's time to start afresh. With this Temperance card, this is saying to do everything in moderation. Of course, we've got moderation and equilibrium, but it is saying with the Stag, take the lead. This is about not overcompensating, overgiving, doing anything too much of anything. All right, so this is about being very stable, being very fair. It's a practical approach, being very grounded, but also I feel like there is a shift in your energy around your flow, and then you start to feel a little bit more abundant. This connection that you have with this person is absolutely aligned. It's with this karmic justice, and I'm really feeling like divinity. There's like divine timing, and this is a divine connection. I'm feeling like you guys are just going to step up those stairs and walk into that Garden of Eden there together. I think you have the opportunity to do that. So your guidance to embrace this change and this rebirth is about starting fresh, knowing your strength and your resilience is there. You do not have to push this. You don't have to go faster than what you feel you're ready to do. Just have some patience and be determined, okay? Because I can see that what you want is emotional security, emotional stability, and you also want integrity. And that is all swimming around in the bottom of the deck. That's the energy influencing this whole big transformation for you. And as long as you follow these guidances, that is guaranteed for you. That is what is happening for you. That's what I see here for you. Your deep transformative energy and change is all around putting the past in the past and moving forward and allowing your heart to connect and commit to people and things and life in general with a clean slate. I'll just get you some advice from Spirit now regarding this change for you personally. Fulfillment. Fulfillment surrounds your dreams and is now coming to you. Sorry, read that around the wrong way. Coming to you now. Embrace the fullness of life. So yes, I am really feeling that for you guys. I do feel like this shift is going to affect more than just relationships. I think it's going to have a ripple effect on your whole life going forward, and it's going to touch all the other places of your life in a beautiful way. Just remember to keep an eye out for some of those secrets revealed. These are deep within yourself, and listen to them and take note, put them into your strategy for going forward, and really start embracing the wholeness of your life going forward. I'm very excited for you. I think this is going to be a very positive change for you, and I wish you all the very best. Please let me know how you go in the comments below, or if you have any questions at all about what I've said today, just pop a comment down there and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day. Bye. Hi there, group 2. You have chosen Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader with the number 20 on there. So let's have a look and see what's about to change for you. I'll just get these oracle cards for you before I start talking too much about this, what I feel is coming through for you. I can tell you though, with that card there, I am feeling that you may be the reluctant hero here. That taking the lead or becoming a great leader is outside of your comfort zone, but I will also acknowledge that you've been through a lot and you know you have. So you're capable, you just might not really feel like coming into the spotlight, taking center stage. I'm feeling like for some of you, it might be more palatable if you have an exit strategy. So you might want to do something for a little while or commit to helping a group of people where you'd have to take the lead, but once they're up on their feet, you can step out of it and move back to your safe space. Yeah, look, I know this is not a natural fit for you, taking the lead, the great leader there, but you wouldn't have this card if you weren't meant to be. So I think most great leaders are reluctant. Anybody else who wakes up in the morning and thinks, oh, I want to be a leader, is probably not going to be the best one that we have, right? So leadership and being humble go hand in hand, right? Okay, so we have the truth be told. I'll just show you these cards up close. So we've got the gold mask, the owl with the heart open, and the window to the soul there, a door to value. I'll just show you, just so you can pick up any symbols for yourself that I might miss. So that's abundance for sure. Okay, and we have watch and wait. Okay, seahorse spirit. And we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. All right, so what I am noticing for this transformative full moon in Scorpio is the guidance is very similar for most of the people that I speak to, one-on-one and also collectively now. That connecting, the message here is to connect to nature, because it's in the silence of nature. When we immerse into the silence of nature, we can hear things about ourselves that we ordinarily wouldn't. So it's about listening to your soul's voice. Who are you when all the noise and the distraction has quietened? Where are your strengths? What do you want to share with the world? What wisdoms do you carry that you know that you are meant to actually share? And then what feels good for you? What's a good idea? If you had no fear and no restrictions, all the resources that you needed, how would you go about sharing those gifts and that wisdom with others? All right, so this is about contemplating, reflecting, and spending some time with yourself here. Look at this beautiful card, absolutely gorgeous. So really getting grounded, really getting into nature, breathing, deep breathing, silencing the mind, and seeing where you go or what you get out of those connections, what messages you bring through. I think what's happening here is you may have some opportunities to choose from, and you have a deep knowing about what is truly harmonious for you and where you want to spend your time, which is what we were just talking about. The gold mask, the mask is about concealment, and the gold can represent an illusion of some kind. So just be cautious of any offers that look all glitzy, and you have, like, use your wisdom and use your discernment to check in with your heart and your intuition to just see, is this in alignment with me? Go and sit in nature, quieten your mind, and just ask yourself, am I going to be in a situation where I can be my best self? All right, you definitely have a lot of intuition, and you are able to connect to your body and use your sensitivities to understand things about yourself. which is fabulous. We have the watch and wait card, and that is a number 8, 5 and 3. And this means that you are in a position of strength if you just watch and wait. So if you've been given an opportunity at the moment and you've got a niggle that it doesn't feel right for you, have patience, just wait. There is another opportunity turning up for you. The opportunity that you choose to embark on, the one that feels the best for you, has enormous abundance involved in it. I don't feel like it's all monetary. We have like expansion, thriving. There's a lot of opportunities for you, and I feel like the door will just be opening for you. So if you currently are not feeling that you are in an abundant flow, that is certainly something that is about to change for you, because you are stepping into your path. You're stepping onto your path, I should say, perhaps away from, or not perhaps, for sure, for certain, away from a comfort zone, taking that leap of faith, because it's not really a leap of faith, to be honest with you, because you know that you're capable of it. You're just reluctant. I think when you spend some time with yourself, there is some information that comes through for you, and you become more in tune with your own truths and your own strengths, which I really like here for you. I am a little bit concerned about the glitzy offer that you have swimming around you, particularly with the moon in Scorpio, where secrets are revealed. Just with that concealment, I would just say, again, if you feel like it's too good to be true, it very well may be. So get into the details of things. If there are contracts involved, get some advice and make sure that you cross all of your T's, dot all of your I's, and make sure that any contracts are actually well and truly in alignment with what you're trying to achieve here. I think the big transformation and the big change that's going to happen for you is that you do step into that leadership role. Now, I am getting the feeling that mostly this is about work or a role that you undertake, and that you are being guided, of course. The guidance of embracing this change and this rebirth is about you just waiting at the moment and grounding yourself. So just watch and wait. That's fine. We're on board with that one. But I think the biggest, deepest transformative energy for you this month is about this leadership role that you are stepping into, or starting to build a career from, or putting the foundation pieces in place. This is very, very much in alignment with where you're meant to be. So follow it. It's okay for you to follow it. Let's have a look at some tarot cards now to see if we can get some more information for you. We have the 9 of Swords, which says conflict and anguish. The 8 of Wands with alignment and progress. The Magician with synchronicity and manifestation. The Queen of Swords, self-reliant and perceptive. Oops. And the Ace of Cups, spirituality and fulfillment. Alrighty, so with the 9 of Swords here, the conflict and anguish, I do feel like this is internal. All right, this is you worrying. It's maybe keeping you awake at night. It's like a bad nightmare going around and around again. I am feeling like it could be self-doubt. I want you to know that you have got this. It's not going to be the way you imagine it to be. You're going to be much, much, much better off, better at it, better in flow than you can imagine. All right, we have the 8 of Wands, which is alignment and progress. So this is precisely what I'm picking up for you. This is you being in alignment with your calling, which is leadership, and progress. So moving forward, stepping up, moving along that path. There is momentum here, I will tell you. So it's your hard work that you've done previously, and your natural strengths that are building this momentum, and it's pushing it forward. So this is a little bit of an unfolding. It's not something that you have to dig around for and try and work out yourself. I feel like this is coming towards you. These opportunities are coming towards you. The Magician card, synchronicity and manifestation. So you are in alignment at the moment. When we are in alignment, we manifest a lot of things quite quickly. All right, so other offers that you probably haven't even thought of or perceived yet could be coming towards you. You could have multiple, not just two, you could have multiple offers. Things are being attracted to you as much as you are being attracted to it. Okay, so like attracts like. Once you say yes to the leadership role within yourself and you're grounded and you're ready to just wait and watch for this opportunity, for the doors to open, because you know what value you're after and you know what you bring to the table. So it's a fair and just request and endeavor. So you're prepared to wait, which is great. And in that frequency band, I can see other opportunities coming your way. All right, so that's your synchronicities. You get to choose, I feel like, which we've spoken about already, but the synchronicities are very interesting because these can come in any forms. I'm getting music for some people. That could be anything at all. Somebody in the music industry, a song speaks to you, a lyric gets stuck in your head. You hear a song that you're familiar with, and as you step into a shop and that person offers you a job, there's something there about music for sure. I've got birds, feathers as well. When they turn up, just know that you are in alignment and just take notice of what you were thinking. But synchronicities are really about spirit moving the puzzle pieces in the background for you to make sure that the path is smooth and ready for you to just take your step onto it and move forward. All right, so the big change definitely is all about you stepping into that leadership role, and it's something that you've wanted. Right, so this is your manifestation. It's something that you have wanted for a long time. You become very self-reliant and you are perceptive, right? We know that you're perceptive. You're very perceptive. The Queen of Swords is actually saying for you, it's a good time for you to cut something out, cut things out that are not working for you. That could be a part-time job that you really think is just taking up too much of my energy and not really giving me enough back in return. It could be time for you to just cut out some bad behaviors that you do. Or you could be ingesting something that you're not particularly tolerating very well, or it could be a mindset that you cut out. This is about cutting out what is no longer in alignment and stepping into alignment with your shooting star. Okay, and we've got the Ace of Cups, which is your spirituality and your fulfillment. If you wanted to become a spiritual leader, this is what it's saying for you to do, right? You're obviously very highly sensitive. You're an empath. Your connection is with nature. Maybe you want to do something with nature. It could be the commercial world, because I do have this owl here, which is and the gold, which is very Athena, commercialism, mastery of craftsmanship, that type of thing that's coming through here as well. But with this spirituality and fulfillment, I will tell you that as long as you remain connected to your spirituality, your fulfillment continues to flow. Don't step out of your spirituality, okay? Because then I just feel like it's easier for you to become ungrounded and then taken off on tangents, or your ego could get involved. For some of us, sometimes that can look like chasing accolades, and for others it's allowing fear to get in the way, right? So we don't want any of that. Just remain fully connected to yourself. I think you're going to really have some revelations around your strengths, your inner strengths, and I am really excited to hear where you're going with this. If this is a spiritual process, I would absolutely love to hear about it, and what you're going to step into. Of course, I'd love to support you in that as well, so drop a comment below. But your transformative energy is all about you stepping into your best you, which I am so excited for. So I wish you all the best. Before we go, I will just give you one more little advice from the universe to help you on your way with this big sort of change that's coming in for you. acceptance. When you are struggling to forgive, work towards acceptance instead. Free yourself to move forward. Now, your cards here and your reading here today is predominantly about yourself. So this could be forgiving yourself for past mistakes, or where you perceive you didn't do something quite well, or where you could have done better. I really want you to embrace nature again. Pick up a bunch of flowers, hug the flowers, let the flowers hug you. Like, just breathe in, inhale the beauty and the scent of nature and the silence of nature, and know that if you are here for 100 years, it is a blip in time. We all take ourselves way too seriously, and if we can just leave this place slightly better than we found it, we have succeeded. Love you guys so much, and I wish you all the very best. Take care. Bye. Hi there, group 3. You have chosen the unending sadness of looking back. So this is about grief. We've got regret, replaying the past, and some nostalgia, but nostalgia that is having a negative effect on you. So let's have a look and see what kind of deep transformative energy is going on for you. This is your significator card. So I'm going to pop it over there. I apologize about the lighting. I'm just back into it on doing my online stuff, and I have to be honest, the lighting and the camera are not doing it for me. So I'm going to improve, I promise. So please bear with me while I am just getting back in the flow of doing some online stuff. I'm just going to pull out just like intuitively prompted cards. So I don't have any plan for the decks that I pull out for you. I have them all over my desk here on my right, and I just intuitively pull which ones I think you need to have for your reading. I am feeling like with that going over sadness and retelling yourself the story over and over again, I just want to really encourage you to, if at all possible, move away from the story and into acceptance and grace around your loss here. I'm not sure what it is that we have lost at the moment. It could be perceived loss, so that could be a sense of growing older and a loss of youth, and you're playing how your vitality when you were younger and really reminiscing, and that's making you sad. Could be looking over old photos of family members that are no longer part of the family, or just an adventurous life that you have moved past, to the more heavy-hitting type of loss that we endure when a family member is no longer part of the family, and that includes pets, all sorts of anything to do with any heart connection, and a loss can be very, very difficult to deal with. So I just want to put my arms around you and give you a big hug, and let's just see what type of what's about to change for you in this with this frequency and during this full moon transformation, particularly one in Scorpio, which is usually about like the end of something and the beginning of something new, so a rebirth. So let's just have a look. We have love where you are. So use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. A time to share. And good fortune. Very nice cards. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit clearer now about where this energy is coming from, or what this is trying to say, this sort of deep transformative energy that you are going to experience. I am more determined now to bring forward the concept of negative nostalgia It feels to me like this is a compulsion to look over perhaps a connection or a time in your life where you thought that was the best it was ever going to be, and it ended somehow or for some reason. And I think truly the feeling of being cheated somehow, or you've lost something, is a matter of perception. So if you could zoom out of this and have a wider perspective look at it, you would realize that there is so much more to live for now, and staying in the past is not really living at all. So I feel like this pain that you live in when you play the story over and over again in your mind is robbing you of your ability to really embrace where you are now and all of your beautiful lessons and who you are right now. With this time to share card, I am really thinking and feeling that it's time for you to move forward. So there are deep connections and also friendship connections, platonic connections, but also there's another significant connection coming through here for you. I think once you are able to put this in the past and make a commitment to yourself not to continue to hurt yourself by going over the story of the past, you can start to look towards your connections that are available to you now and the ones that you will build in the future. I see you being very, very surprised with the joy, the amount of joy that this type of connection brings you, and I see you starting to come alive again. Very, very fortuitous for you. I'm not sure about this beetle and this beetle, if they're the same beetle, but we have two beetles going on here. I feel like they're both connected for me in this reading. So putting this in the past and moving forward is going to be very fortuitous for you at this time. So I believe this transformative energy that you are going to be experiencing is moving away from the pain towards connection and joy, which may be a little bit unbelievable for some of you because this feels like it's deep rooted, and for some time you may have been stuck in this emotion, but it is time for that karmic closure to be finished, and so that it's time for you to step into the new. I know that you may not have wanted this to happen, the ending here to happen, and there is resistance to what is, and that's futile. The only thing left here is acceptance. No one likes to hear that, least of all me. It's a painful revelation when we realize there's nothing to be done. When something is finished, it's finished. But I will tell you that when one thing finishes, the other thing starts. So this phase finished, this new one is starting. It is never they don't butt up against each other. There's a crossover period, and that crossover period where the new starts to begin, there's always self-doubt and confusion. So we have it's happening for you, not to you message that's coming through. So for you to trust that ultimately your higher self is trying to call you towards your next phase, your next connection, or your next part of life. Loving where you are right now is where you're able to use your sensitivities, which is what it's saying here, to know when to act, but also I think you will know who to connect with. I think you will know what feels good for you and what doesn't. I think you will start to draw on your lessons that you learnt from previous times and previous eras in your life, previous connections, and you will start to bring those forward in your life going forward. I think for you specifically, the biggest full moon in Scorpio transformation is this moving away from the past and embracing your future. Stepping into the path of what your soul is calling you to do, and trusting that the universe has your back and it's actually happening for you, not to you. So releasing the feeling of somehow being punished or a victim to circumstance, and embracing not knowing the unknown, the uncertainty of our lives and our incarnations as souls here, and finding some joy, finding some surprises. I love that your revelation and your hidden truths that are being revealed seem to be ones of joy with this hummingbird here. So I'm very pleased for you that I think this is like your transformation, and what's happening for you, or the change that you're having, is a very, very positive one, and I feel like it's a heart connection one. We've got here Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. So I do feel like you've got a very good thinker on your shoulders there. Your processing ability and your intellect is very well developed. But I really am wanting you to bring your heart into the equation more. What feels good? How do you want to be loved? How do you want to love? How do you want to be perceived by others? What does a loving life of fulfillment and expansion look like for you? Let's grab some tarot cards now and just see if I can get some more details for you. So we have the Four of Pentacles, so conservation and practicality. We have the Spirit of Wands, enthusiastic, adventurous. The Six of Swords, resolution and moving on, with a world card there. A world at the bottom. A globe, I should say. We have the Hermit, contemplation and soul searching. Oh, what's this one? The Shadow, dependence and materialism. Sorry about that. We just had a little bit of phone storage full option going on. I really need to get my equipment sorted out for you guys. Please bear with me. I am trying my hardest to get this as good as I can for you, and it will only improve with a bit of luck. All right, so conservation and practicality. All right, so I would say, I know that you're feeling like you don't have a lot to give at the moment, and that's okay. So don't overgive. You don't have to really reach out to people and try and please people. Don't do that. Your connections with people will come from the heart, and the ones that stick around and are happy with that type of connection are your real friends and are your real connections. So it's almost like if you don't have your resources here, if you don't have enough time or energy or resources to put into meeting people, it's almost like the universe keeping you restricted in that way so that you will find proper connections where that doesn't cost you your resources, which is obviously something that is needed for you at this moment. The enthusiasm and adventurous. This is a spirit that or characteristics of your spirit that you can embrace. This would be advice or guidance on embracing this change and this rebirth for you. So I want you to wake up in the morning and think, I wonder what is in store for me today. I wonder who I'm about to meet. When you want to go and explore things, have the mindset of perhaps I might meet my next best friend. Anticipate the best. Anticipate positivity. You've got the good fortune here. Lots of things are actually going to go very, very well for you moving forward. We're leaving retrogrades behind for a little while, and we've got forward motion happening in the skies. So I really would love you to, if it takes stepping out of your comfort zone, please do so. Sometimes the best way to do something and move into an area of socialization or meeting people that you're uncomfortable with or unfamiliar with is simply by breaking it down into very small steps. Okay, one step at a time. So let's just say you were going to go and join a group. Let's say you wanted to learn surfing, or it was a women's group or something, some kind of art group or something like that. And you're a bit nervous after having spent a lot of time on your own and reflecting. You may really not feel like you want to be around people, and you might not really want to make friends with people. That's not really what your driver here is, but you know that you want to get out more, right? You want to say yes to the universe and see what is actually happening for you, not to you. Okay, fine. Break it down, nice and simple. Make the booking that you're going to go to the class. On the day of the class, just make your first objective to get ready for the class. Then make the next objective to just get in the car. Once you're in the car, just start the car. When you arrive at the venue, you can decide whether or not is that enough for today, or I'm just going to enter the class, right? So breaking it down into digestive pieces easily digested chunks is what I'm trying to say here. So at any time you want to pull out of the process, you can. Remain at choice. I'm a big one for supporting everybody to remain at choice throughout their whole lives. And just because you have signed up to something does not mean you have to follow through on it. It also doesn't mean if you get there, you have to stay either. At any time, remain at choice. I'm telling you, you can pull out of any situation whenever you want to, right? So at the moment we have arrived at the venue and we're sitting there thinking, oh no, not sure if I'm feeling confident about getting in there. Just make a little pact to yourself. I'm just going to go and arrive, right? And once you're there, once you've arrived, and you're feeling awkward, you might want to pull out. That's fine at that point. And then you just say, I'm just going to stay for the next 5 minutes. If at that point you've reached the venue, you're there and you've experienced it for 5 minutes and it's still not for you, you don't need to keep sort of pushing yourself through. I think by this stage, momentum will have caught up with you and your good fortune will be there and somebody will have embraced you and said, hi, I'm so-and-so, what's your name? Something like that, right? But it starts with you having positivity about embracing what could happen in your life going forward. If I'm telling you there is joy and good fortune in relation to superseding and renewal after this loss that you're feeling here, have an adventurous mindset, have an enthusiastic mindset. Just give it a crack. Go and have a look and see what's out there for you. I do see you having a resolution, right? So you do resolve these deep issues here for you, and it is when I say deeply transformative, it really is. It's life-changing. So I'm not making light of this at all, and neither should you. But the moving on aspect is precisely what Spirit is trying to say to you. You're moving into calmer waters. You're moving into deeper connections and getting your life back. And that's what you deserve, right? So you've got lots of good energy, and Spirit feels like they've got their hand all over this for you. So they'll be helping you along your way. Now I've got contemplation and soul searching and the hermit crab. The hermit crab is about withdrawing from society and going over your own journey and reflecting and knowing your strength and finding a sense of peace and groundedness. So this card in amongst this reading tells me that you still need time on your own to reflect. The soul searching part is you might be feeling a bit lost at the moment, right? And if you're not sure where your path is forward, it's simply because you're not on the path just yet, right? So embracing the new is a very big part of your shift, of what's changing for you. And then clarity comes to you. I feel like once you're on the path, then confidence starts to build. You just need courage to start, all right? Just watch that shadow aspect. So this can be like negative thoughts that go around and around and pull you away from your goals. That's restrictive in some kind of way. It can be ego. So your ego might be telling you don't need anyone. You've got yourself to rely on, or I need somebody in my life when actually you don't. Or maybe with this materialism card, you might be feeling like, well, I'm not attractive enough, or I don't have the right clothes, or I don't have it won't be the right words or articulation because we're looking at materialism, but there's something here like potentially the shadow side, like almost overcompensating with something. So if you do know that you're attractive, you might be really putting that on the front of your projections. So when you're meeting somebody, you really might be putting forward how attractive you are, and that would be just materialism. What Spirit's saying here is make sure you connect your heart to this, because the connections that are coming in for you are heartfelt. These people deeply care for you. They don't even really care what you look like, right? So I think you are beautiful as you are, and for you not to be caught up in having to keep up with everyone else, or be a certain type of look, or drive a certain type of car, or wear a certain type of clothes, that is not going to give you long-term feelings of self-fulfillment. All right, what you are calling is a much deeper connection to yourself and to life. It might be okay for others, but you are a deeply connected soul to Spirit, and I'm feeling like there's a sensitivity to you as well, and I just don't think that's going to cut it for you. I think your standards are higher than that, higher than materialism. You need some depth in your connections. So I would say start out as you plan to proceed. All right, so let me just grab one more of these for you. I do feel like as you step into this path, there are some hidden things that you find out about yourself, and maybe even some hidden things that you find out about others as well, that are very surprising, but I do feel like it's all in alignment with where you're meant to sort of go, right? So it's positive. Chosen one, you have a natural ability to calm and heal others. The universe needs you to shine your light on this situation, right? So if you're tempted to be hard on yourself or hard on others, please just allow yourself to be who you are, make mistakes. If that looks like looking a bit lost at the moment, that's also fine. If you're unsure of yourself, that's also fine. Calming and healing, that is your effect on others. I absolutely love your energy. I really hope this was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in your next reading.